Hello, bug-squashing tubers, and welcome back to Let's Play Xcom 2 Long War 2 with me, BlueAnkylo. This should be episode 7 if I'm keeping count. So, it's been a little while since recordings, so I'll let the videos catch up a bit. So, first things first, the error or the bug we had in the last mission with the bad terrain on the map. I was double checking in Long War 2 patch 1.2. When that does come out, that should fix it. But if you're going to play along with 1.1, you have to make an edit to one of the INI files to basically skip those maps. There's 2 maps that have that bug. So I've inserted that, so hopefully we won't have a failed mission for a complete mess up. I've also had some weird lighting issues where sometimes I go to the Avenger and everything's like completely black. You can barely see anything. And then, like, I fixed it, but now it seems brighter than normal. Maybe that's for the best, though, because now you guys can see what's going on. Anyway, I've been playing a fair bit of Long War 2 on my separate side campaign, so I've been learning things as I go along, and I need to do a little bit of a recap for myself, and I feel like I should bring you guys along. So first off, we have some soldiers that need some promotions. So, 4 rookies from last time got their promotion. So what we did learn is you can sort by class, and you can see how many of each class just by counting, which saves a lot of time. So like I've got 2 assaults, 2 grenadiers, 2 gunners, 2 rangers, sorted alphabetically. I got 3 technical, sorta. It's really more like 2 specialists and 3 shinobis. So probably no more technicals for a little while, but everything else is open for grabs. So I was looking at the characters, and because Sylvanas starts with a little bit of hacking stats and a relatively low aim, I would like the higher mobility, but because of that, I decided to make her a specialist. The only class, well, mostly the only class that uses, that uses hacking at all. So there you go, got hack. So if I do it this way, I don't actually have to ever reclass everybody. I did read that if you take your auto promotion, you get there's a sort of a small bug. So if you promote and then while you're a squaddie change class with Commander's Choice, sometimes you lose a couple stats that you shouldn't have lost. But if I do it like this, I shouldn't run that risk. So we've got an extra specialist. That's our 3rd of those. Probably want another ranger. I'm thinking the 14 move or the 13. What do we want? Well, I probably want like 1 more gunner. These people aren't going to be good assaults or shinobi because they've got below average mobility. But sharpshooters, we could use another one for sure. I've been giving the low HP to sharpshooters, which is probably smart. So yeah, so no assaults. So that leaves ranger, gunner, and sharpshooter. So of these 4, well, low move, lower HP. So we'll make Anna the sharpshooter. I feel like that's the best combo. She's not going to be able to move very far, but usually we just plunk a sniper down on the roof somewhere, and they just fire away. 10 movement is pretty terrible as far as getting around. So I also want to be careful with bringing her on timer missions where you have to move quickly across the map, because she's not going to be good at that. So then I will probably want 1 ranger and 1 gunner. Of the 2, I think rangers are more stationary because they're more likely to shoot twice. So Pixel gets to be a ranger. I think he was a ranger in Long War 1 with us, actually. So congratulations if that's how this worked out. One of my possibly strongest class. Just the early on, like there's other classes later on that compete, but early on, light 'em up is just so good. So there you go, Pixel. And finally, that leaves Carl as the gunner, because I want a 3rd gunner. I find gunners a little bit slow starters in Long War 2, but they become really good later on. They get like further down here. I still have to turn on the view the perk tree. There's an option for that. I'll try to remember that this episode. But there's an option down here for like double shot and triple shot, like spend your turn to fire 3 times. There's also shoot and then shoot again. Like there's a lot of you get to shoot all the time, kind of like a ranger does. It just takes a while to get there. They can also like shred, and they get some guaranteed hits, guaranteed shots. So I like them. I think they're a little bit slower in development. Alright, so we've got around 3 of each class. That'll do for now. I didn't really mention it, but I have added a few more names. So we've got a few more rookies down here with a couple names. I've renamed some of the people. So everyone we've used so far, plus the next 2, have proper names. So as far as of today, you know, February 5th when I'm recording this, I can still take more names. You know, there's definitely room on the roster. If you sent me a file, you're probably in the character pool already. But because I had to add it mid-series, you're not going to show up until we find you from a mission or something like that. Because, well, unless you show up in the recruitment pool, and I think these are just randos. So, we'll probably have to try to get a mission to recruit the people that are in the character pool right now. So that'll be how that'll work. Okay, otherwise, let's see. Quick recap of the base. I have started the Guerrilla Tactics School. Good. I will want to start the Advanced Warfare Center as soon as I can afford it. So basically, as soon as we get 150 supplies, I want to start that one. And then, you know, we'll probably need some power and some resistance comms and stuff after that. But that's fine for now. Haven't been to the bar. You know, we can hang out in the bar for a while. Still nobody dead. Good job. Just to show you guys, we can build some stuff. We've only got 1 engineer, but we can build a few items. So shape charge, I think, was added in 1.1. Takes up an inventory slot. AP rounds are actually pretty good, and tracer rounds are really good. Like, I would build a lot of these if I had the supplies and the resources. Just a flat +5 aim is not bad, and avoiding 2 armor. Early on, it's not a huge deal, but once we start running into armored like turrets and mechs and stuff, that's pretty solid. And the nanoscale vest, I don't know. I'm not a huge fan. There's better vests for sure. Our current armor gives us 2 ablative hit points, or ablative, I guess probably. This looks like just 3 normal HP, so you'll still get wounds from it, and then also that benefit. But it might be a little bit better, but not by much. And then finally, our current research. Currently working on getting some intel from a data pad. After that, well, you know, lasers, weapons, and armor are all really good, but the problem here is even if I could research them, I couldn't build any of the weapons yet. But we will want lasers soon. I probably will do the autopsy next, and once I've got enough intels free, we'll get going on the resistance radio. So anyway, just want to make sure I've got a bit of a plan. I have changed the squad names. Oh yeah, I wanted to show this off before I forget, guys. So I've changed some names around a little bit. I also added a mod that adds some more pictures to the squad icons. So we've got a few more options in here to choose our squads. As we get officers and set our squads more permanently, I'll change the names more often, or I'll set them up more customized. For now, the Unpanicked was the first tutorial mission. That's the only one they've gone on. And that's all I've recorded. The Ninjas only had the stealth mission where they did not encounter it. Well, they didn't fire a shot. The Noob Tube was the hack a workstation where they blew everything up with grenades. Glitched was, of course, the mission where they just the game cheated. So I figured I'd throw those squads in for now. I'm not going to permanently assign members. The main benefit of that is saving some time for squad deployment and the officer bonuses, which we'll get to, well, eventually. Finally, the last thing to do on the Avenger. I know I'm spending a lot of time here, but don't worry, we'll get ahead soon enough. Resistance management. I am a little bit more familiar with how Advent Strength works, so you got to keep an eye on that number. It has to do for now with the basic difficulty of the missions we find. So in theory, New India will spawn slightly easier missions than West Asia. It does do other things as well. All right, well, let's get to the bridge. Let's check the geoscape out. And we've got 2 missions just begun. We've got recover an item and extract a VIP. I think I could... well, no, I need a little bit more intel to make contact. But I think I want to get the Asian bonus before... like, if our hub is here, I can only... like, I can contact these 2, but it costs double. I can only contact Indonesia, East Africa, and Europe for normal price, and I don't want to split my continent bonus up yet. So we'll probably go get these 2 as soon as possible. Also, I just want to check if I can sell anything, because if I had some spare supplies, If I could get it to 150, I would totally build some stuff. So I could sell... I know I'm researching these for intel, but I would really like to start building the AWC right now. You know what? We're going to sell some more stuff, because we'll get more of these later on. Now, Death Perception I'm going to hold on to, because it makes your snipers even better, the way I like to play with my snipers. But Damage Control sounds less important, so we're going to sell that. We did get that Nanoscale Vest. I'm not sure. I guess I should equip it to somebody, but I don't want you to get your hopes up. I'd rather just build the AWC Center. I'm going to sell at least one data pad. I need to get to like 140. Plus 7 dodge is not worth very much to me. Auto loader also not worth very much to me. I'm not going to be doing a faceless autopsy for a while because I don't think it really does much for us. So selling these just gets us a little bit of money early. I do need to hold on to the drone wrecks. Let me just see. I want to know exactly how much money I need for my building. I feel like it's better to rush these buildings than to store all your... Just leaving junk in the cargo bay, basically. So I need 150. I mean, I could start the resistance comms, but no. I want 150 exactly. The sooner we get the AWC, though, the sooner we can start training up more stuff. More perks. So can I get 25 bucks? Yeah, we can do that. We'll certainly get more Advent Corpses in the future. It's fine. Is there anything we could buy? I think I would have to spend supplies. I mean, I might want to buy more squaddies. They're not that expensive. If I can get enough money, I might buy these people just because it's nice to have more troops. Otherwise, though, I think I'm going to save my money. Alright. I feel like this was probably worth it. We just barely had enough, but the sooner we get these things online, the better, I think. And it takes 2 weeks already, so... Alright. Sorry. Look at this. I spent like, what, 12 minutes of the video? We haven't even passed a second in time yet. It's fine. It's fine. Okay, so I want to scan in West Asia because, just because I say so. I did look up the mechanics a little bit. Basically, like, every person on Intel generates 1 point. If they're promoted once, it's 1.5. And if they're promoted twice, it's 2 points. And your Avenger scan adds 4. So this is like 9 points of intel, and this one's getting 5 passively. So like I want to get a mission up here, or I want to find one, hopefully. There you go. We found one! I'm not going to be able to do it though. So 19 hours. Even if I spent the intel to boost the infiltration timer, there's just no way. So unfortunately, it took too long. And this one has now activated. I have to go. And this is one of those ones where I have to spend intel to do it. Now light, I looked up these rankings a little bit more. Light is like rank 3 on the difficulty from like 0, 1, 2, 3 type thing, or 1, 2, whatever. It's a couple ranks up from, it's like extremely light to very light to light or something like that. Anyway, we might be able to do this with our squad as is. I'm more worried about the slow evac time and the alerted enemy readiness. So I am going to still spend the infiltration. Overall, we'll gain 10. But more importantly, if we can find, like, it's not just the intel. We should get some other bonus after we're done if we're successful. And this way the mission will be, well, hopefully not too difficult for us. So I feel like infiltration, dealing with infiltration and intel management is, especially early game, maybe one of the most important parts for Long War 2. Now, I'm not sure which squad this is. I forgot to double check, but I'll show off the soldiers once we get in here to the mission. So we're going to start with Operation Warfall. Recover an item. So we can't just hack it from long range with a specialist. Actually, no, it says data cache. We can do that for sure then. It's not an item, it's a data. So we can just hack that from far away. And we'll see how this goes. Ready to move out, soldiers. I see some people with some custom weapons. I see a shinobi, so that's a good start. But it's a small squad. Menace 1-5. We've got a bead on the Advent data vault. I didn't prep. I didn't see what we had. I should have checked my when I'm unfamiliar with these missions, I should always double check hush. I should always double check like who's on the mission before we go. So anyway, we've got King Sarius, our shinobi. So pretty good mobility, looks like, and good concealment. Unfortunately, we start in kind of an awkward position where you have to smash open a gate to rush forward, so that's not good. Fairly small map by the looks of it. We don't have too far to go. So theoretically, we could sneak around the outside. We have to hack this. I think we could get line of sight from this angle. So technically, we might only need to get here. Sorry, rearrange my camera. Get around here, hack it, and then get out of town. The problem is hacking or calling the Sky Ranger breaks your concealment, as I've learned. So, doing a complete stealth means getting here, hacking, calling the Sky Ranger, and then waiting for 2 turns, hoping no aliens drop down on you. So whether or not that's possible will depend on if we run into enemies on the way. So anyway, King Sarius. We've got, looks like an assault, Don Berto. We've got Aliyah, who's clearly our specialist. That'll help. Long range hack. We've got Technico as a ranger. And a Rocketeer that also has a med kit. I probably did that by accident. So technical, sorry. Rockets and flames. And then that's it. So it's a pretty small squad. Alright, well we're going to go this way then. Now that I sort of know the route that I've looked at the map. Okay, it looks safe. Now, if you don't have the true concealment mod, this will tick down before you break concealment. In which case, you're going to want to rush your moves even more. But because of one of my mods, I do have the option to, at least until we break concealment, I can move people a little bit more cautiously for the first couple turns. Because I'm not in a rush. Like, I don't have to worry about running out of time yet. I think the odds of this being flanked and spotted are so small. It's like nothing to worry about. Alright, and you're just going to hold still for later. So like, you'll see the number doesn't actually go down. Without it modded, without the true concealment mod, this would just go down 1 turn every... 1 tick every turn, and if you tried to go slowly, even though the aliens don't even know you're here, you'd still run out of time and fail the mission. I feel like that's kind of silly. Alright, so hopefully this isn't too difficult. We're not going to be able to sneak by them unless they patrol away.
Our gremlins can attempt to access the advent network from here.
Maybe. We'll talk about that. Thanks, Shen. I thought I turned all these voiceovers off. I know there's an option for that. Someone told me, but it's fine. Alright, well... I guess we line up, go on Overwatch, or at least sort of prep. If they attack, or if they come towards us, they'll probably spot Sarius. We'd probably put him somewhere safe. Actually... Yeah, this is fine. If I put him here... They'd have to come, like, all the way down this far to actually see him. So that's fine. So I don't think I should... If I do this properly, I don't have to worry about them activating this turn. So we can gold move. We won't need the overwatches for this round. I do like putting my rangers in full cover if I can. Should have put them there. Just so they've got good spot to double shot. That's fine. Like I said, I don't think we have to worry about them activating this round.
Roger that.
I mean, you saw how sneaky we were on that other mission a couple episodes ago. We can totally beat that today. Alright, come on, you guys just don't walk this way! Well, stealth mission, I don't think it's gonna work. We're gonna have to kill these guys. Another pod? Ah! Well, there was no sneaking to this data cache, at least not the route I took. So this is bad. Well... one of these days, I'll show you my shinobi tactics. This time, though, I think we're just going to have to kill these guys, and we only have 5 people, so I'm going to need every shot I've got. Well... Haywire Protocol, keep that in reserve. I could probably shut down the drone if I need to. A double shot here. It's nice to get a free shot before they move into cover. We could just open with the rocket. The flamethrower is never good. I mean, I say never. It's rarely good. And then we've got shotgun. The shotgun should be able to move in flank. Problem is we're going to activate that group as well. Well. I think we're just going to go with the rocket. I say that. If it scatters this way, I kill my squad. I think it's got a maximum of 4 tile scatter by default, as it says literally at the middle of the screen. So, if I put it here, it could scatter and miss all the enemy, or it could scatter at most, so let me see, from the tree, 1, 2, 3, 4, and maybe kill 1 person. I don't want to trust that. What if I aimed it? Yeah, what if we try to kill these guys with a rocket? And then try to clean these guys up with shotguns and swords. Okay, that's the new plan. I don't have a grenadier, so I figure we're either flashbanging. Yeah, okay. We're gonna do it like this. Go, rocket, go! The moose! That was a good rocket. I don't care if I lost the loot. Those 2 dead, and the 3rd sectoid that I couldn't see. Well, at least he's been shot.
They've got our position.
So technically our shinobi is not revealed yet. Now usually you can ignore those sectoids a fair bit, because they like to just do psionic stuff, which, well, it's better than killing people. They actually went to a pretty good spot there. I'm not impressed. Okay, so what do we do? How do we do this? Man, I can't. They scattered well. I can't flank them. You get probably 1 kill with flesh, assuming we don't miss, which is only 81%. This is definitely not as good as I was hoping. Do I really end up flashbanging 3 of them just because I'm in such a nasty spot? I think hiding behind the propane tank's a bad idea. But I don't have very good cover here. Like, yeah, that activation. You know what I maybe should have done is instead of firing the rocket, just had everyone stay on Overwatch, and then on their turn, if they walked on us and activated, we would have got some free shots, maybe killed a couple. Then they would have scattered. Then I could have shot a rocket. That seems like I should have. Yeah. All right. Well, it's a good flashbang. It's going to hit 3 enemies. Keep them locked down a bit. It'll make up for our low cover, basically. Also, they can't do... a lot of their attacks they can't do while they're flashed. So do I run and gun, like, to this angle? It's kind of a waste of a run and gun, but if I flanked anybody else, you'll be flanked yourself, Dawn. So hopefully you can get a kill from here. It's pretty close. I think the shotgun, I mean, you'll probably have like 80% or something. Yeah, pretty close. You're not going to miss 80%, right? Thank you. Alright, he was the only one not flashbanged, so we're in a relatively good spot.
Target neutralized. Asset located.
Now, seeing as Technico can shoot twice, we could just roll the odds, the low percent. Move up full cover. Could be flanked. Sword from here. If I sword from here, if we kill this guy, and then... what, I'd have like 1 Overwatch? Wow. I was thinking I could protect him from a flank with Overwatches. But then it's just sectoids. Like I said, they don't shoot at you all that often. Alright, we're going to do that. We're going to break concealment fairly early. I like to scout with my shinobi. You're not going to miss 81%.
They've seen me.
Don't even pretend like you can miss. That did not do good damage. That was a graze.
I got a piece.
That was pretty weak. So do I just take... I was really wanting Technico to be on Overwatch. I think what we do instead is move him up. I think I really need to make sure... Don't want to blow up the tree. I don't think it'll blow up the tree. It never blows up the tree. It never blows up the tree when I want it to. So I'll just do 2 damage, make sure this guy's dead. So he doesn't get an auto flank. It's fine. And then the aliens probably won't do much. They'll probably revive, and then if they can even do that while they're disoriented. Actually, taking a shot. 23% shot.
Heavy fire.
Yeah, it's pretty unlikely. Yeah, again, well, they took like 20% shots at people in low cover, so I feel like my aggressive move up was smart at least. So now we just need to kill these 2. Easy as pie. Do we just stand out in the open to get the flank again? Our not flanked shots are pretty bad. I don't think I can get close enough for a flamethrower. Yeah, we really don't have a lot of options. Well, Dawn. Unfortunately, it's still early enough game that we don't get a lot of methods of dealing with aliens. Now you're down to 71%. Go with 80% to stun. Stun would take him out of the game for a turn. You know what? It's got slightly better odds. Do it.
Say goodnight.
Alright, so now we don't have to worry about him for another turn. So now I only need to kill 1. Now the flesh, we'll do it from this angle. It does more damage the further you run, but because we have like a 7 to 9 range, unless we graze, we've got a 66% chance of killing him. After the 81%, it's probably not that high. But we got it. Alright, got maximum damage roll and no misses. Good. I think we're pretty much solid now.
Not too shabby.
Shinobi are really good for this flesh run and slice every turn stuff.
I've got the thing.
The difficulty is it puts them in relatively dangerous spots, and we can't quite get a flank here either. Next turn, we'll just blast them from point blank with the shotgun. Just pick some stuff up.
Solid copy.
There's no point because the ranger will just wipe him out next turn like nothing. That's not very good. We'll probably just sell that as well.
Where to?
And you can make it just far enough to go on Overwatch, I guess. See, we've killed... This will be the 6th enemy. There's probably one more small pod somewhere. I believe you get like 8 or 9 enemies on an extremely light mission by default. So we're not quite done. So I just want Technico to move up a tiny little bit for future. And I want to show you how amazing his shotgun is. So that's his 1 ammo point blank. It does pretty good damage, right? We could fire both barrels, though. And there's just no chance of him surviving. 15 damage, clearly a new record for this campaign. I know we kind of burned it a little bit early, but I just wanted to show that off specifically. Now, if I still had a concealed shinobi, it would be really nice because we could scout up here without... We could find out if there's another alien pod without activating it. I mean, there probably is. But, unfortunately, we're not going to be able to do that. Now, we could consider hacking this tower. We have a pretty low chance. It would alert the enemy to our presence. It would give us, like, an aim bonus. It's not very good. It's not worth much. So, can I get... Aha! So, from here, we can hack. You saw the little target on the thinger there? So what I'm going to do is from here, next turn I'm going to hack the data with my specialist. Which means we could actually call the Sky Ranger. We probably could have called it last turn. But I wasn't sure... Maybe we'll put it right here. I wasn't sure if I was going to be able to clear these enemies out this quickly. But given how long it takes for the evac, I should have done that a turn or two ago if I'd thought of it. But I couldn't check how far we had to go to hack. Now, I just don't want to activate an alien pod yet, so I'm staying behind my furthest forward unit. Because I really do think it's quite likely that there'll be an alien pod, like, just around this target. There's almost always one pod that's defending the objective. Almost always.
Where to Ready to go.
Alright, nothing happened. So let's move up to the point where I'm pretty sure... I mean, if we can hack it without activating, I will go for it.
Objective here.
Awesome.
Menace 1-5, this is Avenger.
So even if I didn't have my extra 5 turns that I hacked in, or the extra 1 or 2 from Concealment, we would have been fine. We had lots of time for this mission. Alright.
Accessing system.
Specialists are just so good for these kind of data cache missions. It saves you so much trouble. Because there's probably a pod in there that would activate if I had to send someone up. So... Advanced PCS, it's kind of like rolling the dice. Some of them are useless. Advanced is the middle tier. There's normal, advanced, and superior. Some of them, like plus mobility, are amazing. Plus aim's pretty good. Depth perception's pretty good. Maybe plus HP is pretty good. But some of them are just plus dodge or plus defense or some other random effect. It's just taking a gamble. We know for sure that a cheaper contact cost for a nearby region would be good. So we're going to go with that. Probably miss it anyway. Yeah. You never win these. What am I talking about? Talking about as if you have a chance. It's okay. Don't hold that one against yourself there, Alia. No one ever gets the bonuses for those. Especially not early game. Alright, and that's it. We just sit down and wait for evac. Like, really, there's... I should put people in cover, though, because the aliens might get a free move if they run into us. They might get a free shot when they first turn, the first turn here. That sucks. 50-50. Two misses at 50-50. A hit, but not a kill. I wasn't expecting much from the shotgun. I wish you could set it easily to just not fire like that at low percent. They seriously did get a free shot. Wow, lucky. Okay, so let this be a lesson to everyone. Basically, if you're playing on anything higher than rookie, alien pods, it's a small chance. Like, this guy only had like a 1 in 5 chance of that happening. But sometimes they will get a free action when they, on their turn when they activate. We just got lucky that they missed their 61. So I think we try to kill these guys. This is probably the last 2 enemies on the map. There's no way you're going to miss your 81%. In fact, I'm almost 100% sure there's no other aliens alive. So if we can kill these 2, you know, we're done. And there you go, King Sarius. That's 1.
Well, how about that?
So now we just need to kill the last one. I don't know if this will actually be a flanking shot, but it says it will be, so let's try. It is. That makes it a little bit easier to hit him. I think this was thanks to our rocket. Oh, come on. The rocket destroyed that wall, so we actually had a better shot than usual. But we missed anyway. Okay, we got lucky on the 27. I figured even a graze would kill him, so we better take it. And that should be it. For real this time, we're totally safe.
Moving to position.
It's good that I was able to demonstrate the fact that the aliens get a free action now.
Go, go, go.
Because it's new for me, and that's the wrong spot again, but it's fine. I have to get used to it myself, because I haven't been playing on, like, on my test campaigns. I've just been playing it on Rookie, which is one of the big changes. Well, there's 2 big changes here. One is the enemy don't get that free action, and number 2 is I know in Rookie mode it shows you the enemy red flare on where the reinforcements are going to drop. So it's a little bit easier to position yourself to be safe. Now, when a reinforcement drops, they do not get a free shot. So, just because I'm a cool guy that likes to have fun, let's see what happens when they drop. We could have just left, I know. But I want to see what happens. Maybe we'll kill all of them when they drop in. That's more kills for the squad, right? And we can still take a shot on our way out, because we're already safe. You never know. They're pretty close. We might get 4 kills right here. Looks good. Miss. Miss. Come on. 1 damage? Alright, we killed 1 out of 4. You guys. Not very good. Now, I could probably kill them all again with swords and shotguns. I'm just going to take a parting shot maybe throw a grenade at them, and then we'll leave. Just for fun. We're not going to be able to get any flanks, so just take your shot. You missed. You missed!
Enemy is still up.
No grenades, just take your shot. Wow.
Not even close.
That was not even close. What do you guys think you're doing? Alright, take your 2 shots. 1 damage again. Ouch. Surely you couldn't miss twice in a row. Yep.
Come on, focus.
Good. Let's just get all the bad luck out of the way right now, so that when we need it, when we need the luck later on, we'll have it. So we took 3 turns already. We killed nothing. Alright, well this does leave me with an option here that I haven't had a chance to test out. We could find out if the flamethrower works on these guys. Come on, technical! Prove that your fire is... Yeah!
Enemies neutralized.
Awesome! Alright! And then we got like 1 final shot. It's not gonna kill him, there's no way. We have to take a shot. 34%. I guess it actually has a 66 of kill, but we'll probably never kill him. Whoa! Alright, good job everybody. Time to go home. You earned it. I hope you enjoyed your bonus kills. Lit the area on fire. The Advent can deal with that later.
Avenger, this is Firebrand. Package is secure.
That's 4 less Advent troops going home.
Operatives are secure. Firebrand returning to base.
Thanks,
Status
Firebrand.
confirmed. Mission accomplished.
Well, that mission went... I mean, our first activation was a little bit weak. I think I could have done that better with retrospect. But everything worked out flawlessly. So, round of applause to my team. Good job, everybody. Our successful shot percentage was not great, but we did do more damage than ever before. Dealt most damage, Technico, good stuff. Don Berto attacked everything, even though he didn't hit very much, I guess. Sarius ran around. That's almost always going to go to your Shinobi, because they do that. Alright, good work. Actually, it wasn't that difficult a mission. I was happy to have a relatively easy one.
One by one, we're evening up the score, Commander.
Promotions!
Good work out there.
So this was a full squaddy or higher team. So we get to talk about promotions a little bit more. I don't. They keep telling me this. I don't know why. So for heavies or technicals, Roust. At first I thought it was good. This is like 1 chance to do a little bit of damage and maybe light some enemies on fire and make them move. It's a little bit bigger AoE than the basic flame, but I almost never find a good time for it. Suppression's okay, but fire in the hole, if you're going to use rockets, it reduces the scatter by 2. The maximum by 2. So, you know, if we'd had this ability, I might have been willing to risk the rocket at the closer pod, and we might have killed 3 of them in one go. So it's got some value. The weakness here is technicals basically get 1 rocket for a very, very long time. And once we can get the exosuit, you can get a 2nd rocket you can carry. But that's as good as it ever gets. There's a concussion rocket, which sucks, and a bunker buster. I think that counts, but it just does cover damage. So, like, we're taking an ability that only gets used once per battle, which is, I mean, the same as Roust. So, I mean, like, it's kind of a weak choice. Like I said, I think technicals are on the weaker side. Specialists! So, either heal from afar or deal guaranteed damage twice per mission. Guaranteed damage is always good, especially when we've got, like, 60% shots. Assault! I'm still torn on this one. Slugshot, good for long range, but generally your assaults are going to be up close, taking point-blank shots. So lightning reflexes means breaking Overwatch, pretty darn good. And then the Ranger, let's see. Now close and personal would make the point-blank shotgun even better. The thing is, we're not going to have that option very often, because usually I'm going to place him somewhere far back and just, you know, pelt the enemy with fire. Covering fire is good if you want to go down the Overwatch tree, but I still have not found Like, the build is good, but the opportunity for it to really succeed is relatively rare, in the way Long War 2 plays out for me. So Walkfire gives you a good chance of hitting your target, although less damage. So if you've normally got like a 50 or 60% shot, but you only need to do 1 damage, turn on Walkfire, you'll almost assuredly do 1 damage, and that'll finish an enemy off. It's not quite a guaranteed hit, but it's pretty good. So I think it's worth a pick, especially early game. You can retrain it late game if you'd rather go Overwatch spec, once you've unlocked the higher abilities, higher level abilities. So we've got Elerium Core, pretty important. Expanded Meg, pretty handy. And Defense, whoop-de-woo. And we can now render that to get Elerium Crystals, or Fragments, which we can use to build stuff. Alright! That wasn't too bad. So what squad was that, by the way? I'll have to double check. Management. Is that the Unpanicked? Yeah, so I'll, let's see, what do we want to add then? First real mission, Gen 1. This was, I won't do this always on camera, but I'm showing you kind of my thought process here. Episode 7, easy hack. No problem at all. If you guys have good names for the mission success, you just let me know. I feel like it's kind of cool. We'll keep track of what the squads have done. It's kind of fun. Alright, good job Unpanicked. Lots of Lance Corporals. We'll have to rearrange the squads, because we'll want, you know, Lance Corporal times 2 or 3, and then a couple rookies just to balance it out, just so the rookies don't have to do missions all by themselves. Alright, well, let's let a little bit more time pass, see what the next mission is. We did unlock this, but there's no chance to do it. We got another mission immediately, and we can definitely do this one. So, easy intel package means maybe just like, remember how we got that bonus power to the Avenger? Maybe we'll get some of that or something. I'm kind of disappointed we haven't got an engineer or scientist mission yet. I really like those early on, but you know, life is life, such is life basically. So anyway, definitely want to prep for this one. It should be easy, so I'm thinking a mostly rookie squad to get them leveled up as quickly as we can. So, I mean, the Noob Tube is the perfect name for this. So we've got 8 days and 17 hours. It should be easy as long as we don't go under 100%. It's a recover item, so it's another data hack, so a specialist would be nice. Is there any squaddy specialists we want to send? So let's send Sylvanas. She just got promoted. That gives us an option for long-range hacking, which makes the mission a bit easier. And I want to take in some of the rookies with names. Let's get the rest of them in here for sure. So we've got Shinga, we've got Hellscream, we've got... is that it? I had 2 people ready to go? Dang. Well, is there any other rookies that I'm going to want to bring for sure? 72 aim seems like, yeah, we probably want to bring that one. Maybe one more rookie, that's 3. Nah, what should be the easy mission? Anybody else? Low level I want to level up? Let's bring another Shinobi. I like getting the Shinobis a level up or 2 early on for sure. Could definitely bring more people. So we've got Specialist Shinobi, bunch of rookies. Maybe one person that's good at destroying cover. So either a Grenadier or a Technical. And I think I can fit one more person. Maybe one more rookie. So of the rookie squad, we got like really high mobility here. That'd be a good Shinobi probably. That's my highest mobility rookie. Average aim, honestly. Their weakness is HP. That's... Maybe this person would make a better Shinobi. It's difficult. Shinobi don't take too many shots. I mean, you could have someone with 6 HP. That's insane. I don't know if I've ever seen a starting HP that high. I'll take the high mobility, low HP. We'll just have to be careful with them. I think they'll make an awesome Shinobi or an awesome Assault. Might be able to fit one more, but I bet you the timer's going to go up by 2 days. Yeah, so we're not going to be able to bring 8. 7's pretty good, though. No problems there. So make sure the Specialist has a med kit. There's not a whole lot of loadout options just yet. Specialist gets a med kit. And I like, for now, we'll let them bring a smoke grenade as well for defensive purposes. Wow, really low mobility. I might have to go with SMG for Sylvanas. as far as wind running is concerned, you're not very quick. So we'll go with a little bit faster mobility. People with much below 15 mobility, you know, if they're just, it's just hard for them to get around much. So we've got, oh, we do have some weapon upgrades we could slap in here. I'll probably put these on shotguns for the assaults. I like to give expanded magazines to the Rangers first, because they tend to reload the most often. And then the hair trigger for Overwatch, also pretty good on Rangers, to be honest. So nobody here really needs it. How's your mobility, Grenadier? Oh, really bad, yeah. So yeah, definitely SMG. So we'll have a couple people with low mobility that need a lower damage gun. You could bring another grenade, so you could have 3 frags and 1 flashbang, but I think this is fine. Also, I do have that one, or I did anyway. I didn't keep it. I could have upgraded the ceramic plating to the special armor we had, but I sold it, so that's not gonna happen. All right, let's just send these guys out. I think this is good enough. I don't like to switch over too many assault rifles to submachine guns. The -1 damage is pretty significant. I want to get to whatever the next mission is before we end today's episode, but which is probably the ninjas, I guess. Right? The ninjas ready to go. The noob tube are on their way. Those guys aren't going to happen. Well, let's hack a little bit more, or scan a little bit more, whatever you want to call it. We did get a fair bit of intel, but we don't have enough for the next area yet. A little bit of time. Another mission. And we can definitely do this one as well. Alright, well, I'll tell you what. I'm going to cut the episode here. We'll design this mission next episode, and then we'll figure out what happens from there. But, you know, I feel like probably a reasonable time to take a break. Alright, folks. Hope you've enjoyed a relatively easy mission. Enjoy it while it lasts. Early game Long War 2, if you're doing the infiltration properly, or the intel properly. You can get a fair number of these extremely lights, but they won't last forever, so we need to do as many of them as we can to get people leveled up. And when the missions start getting harder, you know, we'll have some sergeants rather than rookies. That's the idea. So thanks for watching, folks. Hope you guys have enjoyed, and I'll see you next time for more XCOM 2 Long War 2.